This is the toilet here. You can see it's a shack. And so what, when they go to the toilet, it just falls through to the water?
Yes.
Okay. So the kids swimming in here are swimming in toilet water?
The kids swimming here, they are stubborn boys and girls. They don't want to listen.
Stubborn?
We stop them from swimming in this water, but they still don't want to hear.
Okay.
Yes, we stop them because the water is polluted.
Hello guys, today we're going to be reacting to this video inside Nigeria, biggest slum beyond crazy. So let's get into it.
So this is the toilet here. When they go to the toilet, it just falls through to the water?
The canals
and they're swimming
links to this place
as well.
Yes, links to this place.
Sewage.
Yes.
And they're swimming in there, yo. What is that kid doing?
Crazy driver. This fish is caught from the water here. Your bed is here?
Yes, that's my bed.
Got a nice view, eh? I used to play this when I was younger. There's people partying everywhere, nightclubs all along the beach.
Hello, so this first part of the video is just him going to the background story of Nigeria and how it is right now. If you're interested in seeing the full video, I'm gonna link it in the description, so go check it out. And fun fact, I was actually born and raised in Africa. But
we were just coming through the canals here and we crashed into a young boy on a boat. You can see it's very tight. And the boy fell into the water here. You said that happens quite a lot?
Not all the time, but it happens like sometimes.
He must have a strong immune system because the water is quite dirty, right?
The water is dirty. But the thing is, we are used to it. And falling into the water doesn't affect him. Nothing would happen.
No?
All he needs to do is just to go back home, wash himself and then start moving. So that's it.
If I fell in the water here, maybe I get sick because I'm not strong.
Because you're not used to this community.
Right.
Yes.
And how does the toilet system work here?
They don't have one.
The toilet system, everything goes to the water.
Hey yo, he's swimming in it!
So this is the toilet here. You can see it's a shack.
Someone just took
and so what,
shit,
when they go to the
like
toilet, it just falls through to the water?
Yes.
Okay. So the kids swimming in here are swimming in toilet water?
The kids swimming here, they are stubborn boys and girls. They don't want to listen.
Stubborn?
We stop them from swimming in this water, but they still don't want to hear.
Okay.
Yes, we stop them because the water is polluted.
Big time.
The water is polluted because you know all this garbage from land, the canals on land links to this place.
As well?
Yes, links to this place.
Sewage?
Yes, and when rain falls, all the water from land and everything switches to this place.
A lot of sewage that comes from a city of 20 million people ends up here.
Yes, coming here.
So very, very polluted.
Yes, the water is polluted.
And the children don't get disease, or?
They don't. We don't know how God is doing it, but even I myself, if I fall into the water or swim this water, nothing would happen to me. You can look at my body, I'm still okay.
Is that why you're...
I think it's just like when you grow up in a place like this, you just kind of become accustomed to it. It's like there's a place in India, I think it's Bangladesh, where the air is so toxic that it takes like 7 years away from your life. But there are people who've been living in Bangladesh for like 80, 70, 90 years and they're completely fine. But if you are someone new who's coming to that place and you start breathing in that air and you stay there for a period of time, you could potentially get sick and possibly die. But for the people who grew up in Bangladesh since they were babies, it's okay. And I'm assuming it's the same thing for here. It's like, because these people are accustomed to living here, because they grew up here since they were little babies, they have like some type of like immune to it. Although it's still not safe. Like I wouldn't recommend people to swim in this water. Like there's trash, there's chemicals, there's poop. There is like, there's a lot of stuff in this water. You probably shouldn't even go in here.
So muscular? Because this must be the water, right?
Maybe. I don't know.
Because you say you don't go to the gym, right?
I don't. I've never go to the gym in my life.
He's just skinny.
So good genetics.
Yes, I never go to the gym in my life.
Right.
Yeah, I'm still okay.
Nice one, man. Yeah, it's impressive. So you don't go to the gym?
No, I don't go to the gym.
And
I've never been
just
to gym.
naturally like that?
Yes, naturally.
It must be the water then, right?
Maybe.
Can I try?
Let's try it. Let's try it.
And electricity?
A few people can generate electricity from the land. From there, you run the cable down to this place.
Right.
But few people can afford it.
And how deep is the water here?
The water, some places are 4 feet, some places are 5 feet.
Oh, it's not even
4,
that deep.
5 feet.
Do people own the buildings here, or how does it work?
Yes, people own the buildings.
And they rent them or out, or
Not rent.
the families own them?
Yes.
So Sunday was just telling me that recycling bottles here, you can see some big bags of bottles.
What are they using it
The
for?
locals pull them from the water and then they sell them to companies. So really cool to see them cleaning out the
Oh.
plastic from the sea here. Hello. Bottles? Yeah. How much do you think they get for one big bag?
4,000. Yes.
$8.
4,000.
Oh my
We've
God.
come out to the edge of Akako here. This goes so far into the distance, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
Huge. How many people do you think live
We
here?
have over 200,000 people.
200,000?
Yes.
Wow.
200,000.
And that's the third mainland bridge. That's the bridge that we drove over before, right?
South Mainland Bridge.
What are these kids doing? It's like trash and
You're a good
poop in that
swimmer.
water.
Yeah, mommy. All of them, all these guys you're seeing, they are my brothers.
Hey man,
Yes.
how are you? You good? Sunday, this is like a children's center.
Yes, sir, yes. The building was divided into 2. I stay in one room and the other room is also used for class.
You live here?
Yes, I live here.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
And so we're standing on dirt right now, right?
Yes.
So this was filled
This
in.
is where the kids play.
Uh-huh.
They play. You can see up on it, they play football here in this place. It's like a land in the whole community. So all of them comes here.
So
and play
most
with
children
themselves.
come here to
Most
play.
children come here to
Uh-huh. And so how did you build this?
Yeah, we have to use some woods. We have to buy some wood to cover it up. Firstly, we have to start putting the sawdust. And after sawdust, we have to pay the sand diggers to go and bring sand. So we put sand on it and it becomes land.
So this fish is
What
caught
is
from
that?
the water here?
Not from water here. They actually buy this from land. The one that comes from water here doesn't stay.
Okay.
They take them
Oh.
to the market and sell them at once.
So the water that comes from the water here is more valuable?
Yes, more valuable.
How much would this fish cost? Like for one, what's the price?
It's like 150.
150.
naira.
Uh-huh.
150 naira.
Before we continue, I just want to give a quick thank you to Canva for sponsoring this video. If you don't know what Canva is basically your all-in-one. So this is your house, right?
Yes, so this room here.
In here, uh-huh.
This
is
seems
my-
so dangerous.
I do play football sometimes too.
Really?
This is my football boots, and you know,
Where do you play football?
that's the on land.
Okay.
On land, there's a beautiful land. We can play on water. This is my room.
Bro, this takes me, dude. Bro, like, I'm thinking about Africa because I used to live there, and it's like, it's a very like condensed community. Like everybody kind of knows everyone. Everybody kind of hangs out together. You have like people who are your neighbors, but you see them more as brothers. And like you have families just like condensed in one house or like one neighborhood. It's a pretty dope experience.
You know, this is where I stay.
Wait, how did they have a TV? They don't have electricity. Well, they did say they get cable, but it's expensive.
You know, there's a light. People, my friends, my relatives, neighbors, they normally comes to my room to watch television.
Okay.
Oh, he can afford electricity.
So this is your room or
This is my room.
All of this?
Where I stay. Yes, this.
your own room?
Yeah.
Nobody else?
Nobody else.
Your
I
personal
own,
room?
Yes.
Okay.
They
And
just
so
sit to
you
watch
let everybody
TV.
come and watch
Yes,
your
yeah.
television?
Dude, fun story. When I was living in Africa, I remember we've got a flat TV. Like my family was like the first one in the neighborhood to get a flat TV, and I think we got like Cartoon Network on there. I think my country finally allows certain channels to be played, so we got Cartoon Network, And what will happen is that all these other kids in the neighborhood will come over and will watch TV with us. Like I remember, like we'll wake up at 8 in the morning and we'll have like 7 other kids from the neighborhood ready to watch TV with us because we were the only ones who had a TV and we can play Cartoon Network on there. It was pretty fun. Because like the thing is, in most people in my country just couldn't afford to buy a TV. Not only that, it was also like they didn't have the money to pay for electricity and have like channels and stuff like that on their TV. So like a lot of them just didn't watch TV. So when we got TV, a lot of people start coming over to watch it with us. I remember we watched this like Jackie Chan movie. I think it was The Drunken Master, and we had so many people watching that movie with us. So it was like a pretty dope experience.
Yeah, because many people don't have television. For me to have,
Electricity.
Yeah.
for me to have the advantage to have this, so I have to let them in,
Share it.
watch
Exactly.
whatever they want to watch.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Dude, in some places they will charge a fee just to watch like a shitty movie. Like I remember when like the World Cup was going on, dude. There was this one place in my neighborhood. There was this one place in my neighborhood when the World Cup would happen. They would charge people so much money just to sit down and watch the World Cup on some shitty box top TV. But because not that many people don't have TV, they'll still go anyway. They'll still show up and go.
And your bed is here?
Yes, that's my bed.
Okay. Got a nice view, eh?
Terrible view.
This is my bed.
Okay.
And this is a bread. So I have to hang this here because of rats. There are a lot of rats around, and
rats.
you know.
Wow.
Yes.
Good man. And you're watching, what country is this from?
I think it's China.
And you like watching Chinese dramas?
Yes, sometimes.
But you don't understand it, do you?
Yeah.
I understand English.
Is this in English?
Yes.
Okay.
You actually speak in English.
Oh, it's dubbed.
Just translate it to English.
Okay.
I have some television with some games.
Video
Couple
game.
of friends normally comes play game with me and other. Yeah, only in weekends.
What games are you playing?
PS2.
PS2?
Yeah, can you play?
Yeah, I played, yeah.
Let's play game.
Oh my god, that thing is beat up.
Yeah.
Where do you buy these games from?
Download it.
Oh, you downloaded it? Oh, wow. Oh, I got a boost. I'm losing.
That thing is
I used to
beat
play
up.
this when I was younger, this game.
Yeah.
I'm terrible at it though, right? I give up. Who wants to play? There you go. Thank you. Okay. Where did you get 3 PlayStation 2s from?
I bought two.
Sorry?
I bought two, and someone gave me one.
Okay.
Yes, I bought two. There's a market online where they sell them.
Uh-huh.
So I used one from it's like UK, from America. So they bring them to Nigeria.
How much
So,
does it cost?
I can't afford the new ones,
Uh-huh.
but I bought the used one for 20,000 naira.
Yeah. Oh, this is something I feel like a lot of Americans don't understand this, but like a lot of the used stuff that you throw away, they get taken and brought back to like poor countries. Like I remember when I was I don't I should do it. Is that what it was? I remember when I was living in Africa, and dude, they will give out like some shitty like I forgot what they're called, but it's like those old video games that like they look like a phone, but it's like you can play them like I forgot what it's called. But it's like some shitty old video games from like 1960 something, and they'll give those to us in the early 2000 because we don't have video games in Africa, but because of certain companies, mostly Chinese companies, they will bring these old video games from America that the companies are no longer making, or they're thinking about throwing away, and they'll just send them to us, and we'll play them. And so in Africa, it's very rare to find people who have like the PlayStation 5 or the newest Xbox or the newest game like GTA 5, because they just don't have those consoles. They don't have those games, and most people just can't even afford them. So they just most people right now there's PlayStation 5 here in most developing countries. If you go back to certain African countries, they still probably playing like Xbox 360. That's like they're still playing that, and that's like new to them.
You were saying that crime here is very low? And can you explain to me what happens when you catch a criminal?
We get a very big.
Oh no. Like, dude, this is another thing. Like, because at least where I live, it's very community based. Like, everybody is for everybody. Everybody helps each other out because the government is fucked up and people can't really rely on the government to help them. So people start gathering around the community and start helping each other. And so what ends up happening is that when you find someone who has wronged you, the entire community comes over and punishes that person. I remember this one kid was going around stealing shoes because he couldn't afford shoes, and they catch this kid, and what ended up happening is that they dragged him around the neighborhood, just whooping his ass, and to teach him a lesson, like, don't steal from other people just because you don't have anything. And so I'm assuming that's what he's gonna say, because if it's the same as where I grew up, then it's probably gonna be the same here.
The person that committed the crime, we're going to put him in front of the boat, and if we put him in the front of the boat, we expose him around the whole community.
Yeah,
Okay.
The chief,
exactly. Yeah.
The chief is going to be in the boat, the elders, the
Yeah.
youths,
Yeah.
women, exposing the person to the whole community
Yeah.
that he has committed such crime.
Right.
Yeah, and what ends up happening 9 times out of 10 is that you get excommunicated from the community. You stop getting invited to places. People stop, like, dude, it's so bad. Like, there's certain things that are just considered taboo. Things like cheating on your partner, things like committing sexual assault, things like beating your wife, things like cheating. Some of these things are so taboo that if you commit them, you get completely excommunicated from the community, and you have to go, like, you essentially get exiled, and you have to go somewhere else. That's how the communities in Africa are so strong, and the reason why they're so strong is because people just can't rely on the government. So they have to. You have to rely on each other. That's why, like, a neighbor of yours could literally be your brother, even though you're not related by blood, but you see him as a brother, because you kind of have to. You have to rely on each other. You have to help each other. Otherwise, you're not gonna survive. It's a very cool thing to see. I wish Americans had that, because I don't see that in America at all. You will have people living together as neighbors, and they never talk to each other for 20 years. It's weird.
And after which you'll be sent away from the community.
You send them away.
We send them away from the community.
Yeah, you
wow.
get kicked out
And
completely.
people are always scared of the punishment.
Okay.
So no crime. Though there's fight sometimes,
Right.
but if there is a fight within two persons, what the chief is do, the chief has to call the both side and make peace.
Okay.
Yes, and that's the real duty of the chief, to make peace in his community.
Your dad.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Beautiful. Crazy driver.
That boat is leaking. Bro, you fall here, you die. Like, what? Like,
And
holy.
the woman living here, she's not the owner of this place.
Not the owner.
She's not the owner of this place. She's squatting.
Squatting
She's squatting with someone.
illegally.
She's squatting, yes. This is the room.
Oh, she's a prostitute.
Oh, so you got a little kitchen here and a stove.
Yes, yes. This is the stove. This is other thing.
Oh, and they sleep
Wow.
in here.
Where they stay. They have to make use of the mosquitoes. There's a lot of mosquitoes, so they have to make use of that.
They go to church?
So people go around selling things on
Yeah,
boats?
This is how they have things on boat.
Okay.
Yes, they go around. People sell foods, rice and some other foods. Everything we get on land, we can get it on water here. You can buy cold drinks, biscuits, noodles, rice, the clothes. They sell clothes on water, shoes on water, phones on water, a lot of things on water. The hot is all you need to do is to just call the person, buy from her, give her the money, and she continue moving.
And do people drink alcohol here?
Yes, the men drink alcohol.
Oh my
It's
god,
popular.
dude.
The men drink alcohol. I forgot. There's a local bar.
Okay.
We should have. Yes, there's a local bar where we
Dude, why would you want to get drunk in this environment, bro? Like, if you fall, you could literally die. Like,
fly the drone. There's a local bar around there.
is this the bar? It looks like a bar.
So this is the local bar.
Holy dude.
Do people mainly drink beer or other drinks as well?
Probably
There are some
beer.
other drinks, but they mostly drink beer. They have speakers.
Okay.
They have speakers. They have amplifiers to play music. They play music. This is their refrigerator to cool the drinks and.
Lots of electricity coming here then with the big speakers and the fridge and everything.
You have generator. Generator.
Oh, you have a
Oh,
generator.
they have
And
a
this
generator.
These are jerry can for freshen water.
okay, not petrol for the.
Yes,
Generator?
that one you see in there is for the petrol, but these ones here are for like freshen waters. So you got to put all this in the boat and then go to where the water is, pay for the water, fresh water, and come back.
So yeah, here we are at the bar.
Like, actually,
But maybe if you have a few too many drinks,
You
it
fall
might
off and
fall
die.
into the,
Like, what do you
sewage
mean?
water here. Yeah, this is absolutely fascinating. It's very hot. But yeah,
Man, like, I wish people travel more often because videos like this, like, most people would be shocked if I told them, like, most people live like this, but, like, on land, where it's very community based. People are very gathered, like, super condensed in certain areas. You have to, dude, most people can't even fathom the idea of paying for water. I'm not talking about water bottles. I'm talking about, like, well water that people are drilling in, like, from the ground, because most people just get it from their house. Like, you go for the house, you turn on the faucet, water comes out. But you pay like a monthly bill for the water. In Africa, if you want to go fill up a bottle, you pay for the water. Like, there's very few places. Like, I remember in my country, we had like systems of water, but like in order to go grab that water, you have to go to a certain location and then grab the water. Like, it was a whole thing, right? Like, you have to grab it, like 2 or 4 jerry cans, walk all the way to the local place where you can get water, get the water, go all the way back to your house, grab another 2 jerry cans, come back, and it's a whole thing. Okay, it's a whole thing. And sometimes it's a whole thing. And sometimes, you know, depending on how the weather is, the water can come out muddy and not good, so people wouldn't even bother to go grab water. I remember my family finally got like a pipe drilled, and we had water coming into our house. But the thing is that shit didn't even work. Sometimes it wouldn't work. Like, there would be times where we couldn't get water from the pipe, and we had to go all the way down to the local place where you get your water. And it's just so annoying. It was so annoying. So you're paying for the water, but sometimes it doesn't work. Like, that's so stupid. That's so dumb. I hated that shit.
just hello. Young kids over there waving, they're naked. There's lots of naked kids here, so obviously I can't film them. Always
Yeah.
waving and laughing and things. One of the most incredible places I've ever been in the world.
It's not incredible. It's sad. It's quite sad.
So one of the very sad things about Makako here is there's quite a lot of orphans here. It's a bit of a problem, and there's nowhere for these orphans to live, so they kind of jump between houses and sleep rough and things, and it's very sad. We're going to go and meet a few orphans, and there is a project to hopefully build an orphanage. It hasn't happened yet, but it's in the works, so hopefully we can get that going. But we're going to go and meet some people. We're going to meet the chief of this whole slum of Makako.
This last part of the video, they're talking about how some kids who live in the slums don't have parents and they are orphans. So they're shedding light on the problems of that and how they deal with it. They're planning on building a school. to house these orphanage, and that's pretty much the video. I didn't want to cover this last part because it's kind of boring, but if you want to watch that, again, the video is going to be in the link in the description. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.